Right. Good evening everyone and welcome to the Blind Angler. Today I am joined by my brother Stefan, who's up at the car getting us a drink, and I'm also joined by Ed from Ed's Bait. Let's have a quick look in the chat a second, and we've got Baz on the Rocks. Good evening buddy, thank you for joining us.
Alright, got your Coke back. Ed. Eh? Oh, cheers.
We are fish on. Good evening mates. Peter, good evening. Nicola, good evening. If I've missed anyone, I'm sorry. Right, guys, so today we are fishing the River Tamar down in Plymouth. We're on the Cornwall side, on the Cornish side, and we're joined by Ed from Ed's Bait. This is Ed's stomping ground, and Ed's number one fish. It's probably the conger. Yeah, he says yeah. He says yeah. Is the conger, and that's what we're after today. We're after conger eel. Yeah, but not yet. I think we'll do it for a bit. So I'm fishing with one rod. Ed's fishing with one. Stefan's finishing with one. Stefan, since setting up and going live, Stefan's already had 2 cracking bites. So let's hope we'll do all right. Today's bait for me is mackerel. Got a big mackerel bait out there. Got the ratchet just set. My rod's this one here on the right hand side. Then we've got Ed in the middle, and then Stefan on the far left. I hope you guys can see I'm probably blocking the way, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. But it is a bit warm for we had a bit of rain. I might take the coat back off, I don't think we need it just yet. Blind angler coat, blind angler hoodie, blind angler baseball cap. Just in case anybody's not familiar.
Who is it?
I'm the blind angler. So I've got a pulley pano out, 5/0 hooks, big chunk of mackerel, and hopefully a fish will come about. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so
Help yourself, mate. There's bait there wherever you want.
cheers, Ed. Thank you, mate. Good evening, Mick.
Yeah.
Evening, Pat.
Expensive stuff at the minute.
We were out fishing yesterday. Fished the beach, and it was just, it was a lovely beach. We'll definitely be going back, but wasn't great. Was not great at all. Loads of bites, but no fish landed. So yeah, guys, please do give a like and a share. If you guys could share, please. I know I don't usually ask that much, but if you could, because I'm 66 subscribers away from 500, and as soon as we can hit that 500, then we can do the giveaway, which will be awesome. You don't need it. I mean, you can use it if you want, but because you're just thinking it, it should be okay. Yeah, so hopefully we can get some fish out today. And,
Yeah, something.
Donald Wiley, good evening, buddy. Thank you for joining us. Guys, we got home about, I think I got into bed about 20 to 4 this morning after last night. We fished for a long time. We did go to McDonald's on the way home. Right. Steph, did you bring me my drink? Sorry. Did you bring my drink down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there, right there. Yeah. Right.
Ah, cheers. Thank you. Let's hope for a conger. Where do you put the tilly like that?
It's on your
Rod
tripod, mate.
Oh, look, with my feet in there. For the rod rest. Oh. Lovely and calm, isn't it?
This is another very comfortable bench.
It is. It is. Yeah, we used to come down here and fish here a lot in the winter for cod.
Yeah.
Never had one. We used to catch strap congers, only small ones, and a shed load of whiting.
Where's your rag?
Didn't even get it out.
Where is it?
In my box.
Oh, is it?
Careful because there is loose hooks in there.
I say you've got your bottom right next to the.
I know, well, I'm all organised.
I'm just saying it might fall over and into the sea.
You want one? I got a spare one. That's literally, I can go and put my hand right on it.
Right, right.
I was too afraid to ask.
I wasn't sure whether that's or not. Might be this one. Huh? Right, forward. 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 Right, right. Right there.
No. Yesterday at B&M when I was getting the batteries, they were like $1.99 for a pack of 4. What was that? I'm having them.
Yeah. I don't think about those. Nice, lovely.
Go for a heat when I'm on fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Black gloves.
Yeah.
Guys, if anybody's coming down to Cornwall or Plymouth or Devon for a holiday, if you live down here and you want some bait, check out Ed's Bait on Facebook. Ed's the man to call. And not only can he supply the bait, but he can probably tell you where to go fishing as well.
Ed can't even get his hoodie on without taking his bib and braces off for the minute. Completely trapped.
Huh? Yeah, well, you're not having it. I don't know if I gave Dad, I don't know if I bought the reels for 240 or 140 each. Can't remember. Yeah. That's why I was so upset when one of them broke, but Coleman fixed it, so. Set that drag, yeah? So worried about my reels. I'm not worried about your rod. Today, guys, I am using a Ziplex rod. The first time I'm out fishing with her was very kindly given to me by a subscriber, Rick Hoy. and it's been a while since I've been able to get out and actually fish with it, but this is the place I've come. I'm going to hook to prisoner with a conger. But there's other chances of whiting off here, there's a chance of bass, chance of ray, anything really. Actually saying that though, Ed, apparently that way is a big pit where they do get the rays out of the
Big
cod.
ray pit.
Yeah.
It's up there, mate. It's behind you.
Is it? Because like, we always, when we used to come, we always hit that, go that way.
Yeah. So,
But our boat's there now.
directly off of Looking Glass,
Yeah, out that way. Yeah.
there is a fog break.
Is there?
About 60 metres thick. I mean, we're fishing into about 5 metres from it.
Yeah.
Over there, it's about 60 metres.
See, I don't like over there because you haven't got any railings around it.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
That's where the Christmas tree went.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, I don't like it.
I'll go and fish it. I'll go and fish it.
You can fight?
I won't fish it on the own.
Yeah.
If anything happens there, it's free.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when you walk through the farm, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got fight stuff?
He does a lot of work. Yeah, I walk. Yeah, so we basically cross iron between the two stones. So we've got machines out, all our machines are out, but we'll use them. All of his are we use it. And then I'll sometimes go and drive them.
Yeah.
So he's good as gold. I was down here fishing a couple of weeks back, and he goes, it's empty over there. He's got mine. So, to be honest, so I just set up. I said, as long as you walk, you're all going to unlock the gate for you. I drove me truck to the top of the step.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, it's Barbie, you know.
Is it better over there, is it?
I don't know, mate.
Because we fished it in January and we caught a load of whiting. The problem was though, they weren't big enough to keep. But as soon as you chucked them in, they were dead on impact. It was like, poof. Yeah.
Gallon? That was a nice fight.
Who's that?
Singing that, didn't it?
Yeah.
They're yours. Yeah. Oh, no, it's that.
That was better. I haven't seen a fish for so long.
I was going to say, it's we got our first bite, people. Hang on, I won't check it yet. Oh yeah, I haven't killed it, so. What do you reckon then? Do you reckon that's a conger, or do you reckon give it time, or?
I reckon that's a whiting or a pike.
Oh, I do. I only fancy a conger because Ed's here. He knows what he's doing.
A lot of people are, not necessarily scared of them, but a lot of people know what they're seeing, a lot of people are aware of that.
Yeah.
But hungry open stingrays get a lot of bad press, and they're not as bad as people.
Nothing happening. So is it better in darkness, Ed, do you think, or?
Yeah.
Because eels are, because of where they live and the depth that they live, they're
Yeah.
quite light sensitive.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Well, as it's getting, I tend to find that like, just on the piece.
Yeah. We're approaching now, really. I'm taking my coat off, and I'm actually like, that wind's cold. Alright. Guys, thank you very much for the. Guys, thank you for the likes. Yeah, thank you for the likes, guys. Stefan's having a bite already. I'm not, but then we're not used. We're kind of used to that. It's a bit windy. But we're going for conger. I've never had a big conger, I've only ever caught little straps. And Ed's promised me a 20-pounder.
I ain't making no promises, mate.
To be fair, guys, we're out conger fishing. On there's chance of thornback ray and there's chance of bass. But if I'm honest, I don't really care if I blank tonight. If one of us can catch a big eel, it doesn't matter who catches it. It'd just be good to see. And this is big eel territory. We've got the baits, we've got the man. Ed the man is what my daughter calls Ed. Ed the man. Jen, if you're watching, babe, could you put Ed's Facebook link into the chat for me, please? Or if one of my mods are able to do it, just Ed's Bait on Facebook. That would be awesome. Thank you very, very much. So if we get an eel, we're going to have to bring it around this side
Yeah.
of here and
And
up
then
over the railings.
I'll go down onto the rocks up there to gaff it.
Okay.
You could gaff it there, but
I'll tell you what,
it's a
mate,
good eel, you don't want to lose it.
No.
Try.
when Rosie's finished, we'll bring her up here. Cod, Congo and Ray. She's got a nice deck space. So you can get 4 fishing off her comfortably. And if I shorten the cabin, you get even more.
I know some very good wreck marks along this stretch.
That's good. Yeah, let me know when you want to come and have a look at her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm out with my new rod. This is the Ziplex. And I'm hoping that I can christen her. And I must admit she was comfortable to cast. She really was. Saying that, I'll probably fluff it in a minute when I cast out on the life. I've got macro. But to be fair, if I keep on blanking, I'm just going to go fishing and not bother with bait because there ain't no blooming difference. Apart from I can just save money on bait.
Last time I went carp fishing,
Yeah.
I turned up at the lake, and I always, whenever I get to the lake, I walk the lake
Yeah.
and have a chat, see who's been catching, and I walked up to the bloke. I said, "Who's been getting on?" He said, "I don't know, mate." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Oh, I'm not fishing." He said, "I just sit here, should have got no hook on." And literally all he had was a lead weight. He could just cast out, put the rod on the rest, sit back, and go to sleep for the day. He said, "It gets me out the house." He said, "I'm happy with this."
Gets you away from the missus, doesn't it?
So,
I mean, obviously, Jen, if you're watching, I would never do that, babe. Yeah. Oh, I know what that is. Oh, when I went to Essex last weekend, my first oyster.
Yeah.
And you straight down with the show, and I kept the show to show the kids, and I forgot it was in my pocket. I was like, what's that in my pocket? Oyster club.
my old car, my 30 hours. I ended up selling it. On the way back from Troy one night, my brother poked a packet of sand dunes, unstitched the back of the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Poked a packet of sand dunes in there. I couldn't get rid of the smell.
No, I bet.
Like, it took me best part of a month to find them. Yeah. And then couldn't get rid of the smell, so sold it.
I would have just taken the seat out.
I went through it. I used 2 bottles of Febreze. Literally within 10 minutes of the bloke coming to look at it. And he was like, yeah, I'll have it. Ideal.
Go, go, go. I was going to make a comment about it. Hey, huh? Yeah, the light has dropped quickly, hasn't it? I just realised I ain't got a rod tip like that rod yet. So I'll have to invest in another one of them. Let's have a quick swig of drink. And then we get into the chat. Hope Rick, what is in the chat? Rick, if you're there, mate, I'm using the Ziplex, buddy. She's out. She's out. So a bit of a waiting game, is it, when you're congering, Ed?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not being funny. I've never gone for conger before. Steph, is that going to light up the water, Ed?
No, you'll be right there.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
Or do you want it back a bit
No,
further?
that'll be right there. It's just right on the water's edge.
Right on the water's edge, fair
Where?
enough. Let's have a look, see who's in the chat. Do you know what? First. No, is that Richard? Richard Jarvis. No, it's not. Richard Hoy. Good evening. Thank you very much. Thank you, Richard.
Yeah,
Richard Hoy
away
is in the
there.
chat, people.
Regularly. Nice stuff.
Richard sent us the Ziplex.
You put squid on.
So thank you very, very much, mate. I really appreciate it.
Little white and then we'll have a fresh beta.
Sky, good evening. Hope you're well. Jay Daniels, good evening, buddy. Christopher Smith, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Great channel. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you for joining, mate. Sorry guys, if I'm a bit slow in reading the chat, it's because I'm blind. I was trying to figure out how to.
I didn't want to say that.
I was trying to figure out.
I was sitting there thinking about saying it. And I
was
was
trying
like,
to-
no, that's horrible.
I'm trying to figure out what to say at the end of that sentence. Mr. Paul Leo, good evening, buddy. Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Val, good evening, sweetheart. Thanks for joining us. Mrs. Blind Angler, good evening, darling. Ed and Stefan, I'm going to play you some music right now and you tell me why. Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it.
Have you seen a shark?
No, it's Frogster.
I'm off. See you later.
Oh dear. Matt Smith, good evening, buddy. Hang on, I think I've said that wrong now. Shit. Sugar, that was. That was not a swear word. Matt, oh, I can't find him now. I mispronounced his surname. So hard to see. Rich and Leo, good evening. Hope you guys are well. Good evening, Leo and Lucy. Just Jay, good evening. Thank you for joining. Oh, Gorilla, good evening, mate. Monkey Boy, how are you? Hope you are well, my friend. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're well. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to read a message here. What I've done, guys, is because my eyesight is so good, I've read through all the comments so quickly, I'm just picking out my favourites. Oh, okay, right, okay, so Ed,
Yeah.
the gentleman that gave me this rod,
Yeah.
Mr. Hoy, has had conger up to £38 on it.
Oh, awesome.
So that's cool. Sparks, good evening, mate. Matt's in the house. Good evening, Matt. I hope you're feeling better, mate. That's cousin Matt. Cousin Matt. Hope you and Flix had a nice weekend, mate. And I hope you both were feeling better. Oh, Matt, there's the other Matt. It's cool. Oh, cheers, Matt. Thank you, buddy. What are you doing, Ed?
I'm trying to entice the fish to your line, mate.
What are you doing to my line? You better not be putting that horrible stuff on it.
No,
Frinton, good evening.
I've just chummed up below your line.
Chummed up. Ed's chumming up. Frinton Fisherman, good evening. Oh, that'd be Mr. Weekend Fisher. Weekend Fisher, good evening, buddy. Hope you are well. Oh God. Boats. Is that boat fishing South Wales? Boat fishing South Wales, good evening. It's getting resulting. Mick and Nicola, I hope you are well. Shauna, good evening, sweetheart. So far, guys, we've had a couple of knocks. Well, Stefan's had a few knocks, and we are fishing for congers. Now, I'm not going to lie, I am not a conger fisherman. I'm not experienced in it at all, but Ed is, and he's promised me a 30-pounder. I was going to say it's gone up from 20. The Autistic Angler, good evening, buddy. Hope you are well, my friend. Thank you for joining us today. Ed, what's the Skippy Kung Fu, good evening. Thank you for joining. Guys, I'm not very good at keeping up with the chat, I'm sorry. Any questions, guys, please do ask. And Jen, you can answer them. Please, sweetheart. Scott Harris, good evening. I haven't seen Joey Macro yet. I'm guessing he's too scared to come on my live. But we can't blame him for that. I'm hoping everybody's well. Hey, do you reckon I should check bait or leave it?
Give it 5 minutes.
Give it 5 minutes? We'll give it 5 minutes. We'll have a little sit down. Relax. Oh. Right, let's hope we can get a fish on this new rod. You know what? I do this a lot, guys. When I'm trying to read, I don't know if it's my eyes that have gone really misty or if it's like for some reason my glasses get dirty whilst just being on my face. I mean, I am a clean person, I do shower. It'd be nice to get an eel. It would be so nice to get an eel. Or a ray. When we were fishing yesterday, that Ed thinks there was a chance that I might have got a ray bite. I really need to get fawn back ray. I've had unglet and I've had small-eyed, but I haven't had a fawny. And I know up east that they're like looked upon as like a flat-nosed dogfish, but down here they're not in the same kind of numbers, you know. But yesterday, I mean, we fished from... Ed, what time did you start fishing yesterday?
I got there at 6, I think it was.
So Ed got there at 6 o'clock and we finished at around about 2 o'clock?
10 past 2.
About 10 past 2 in the morning. Not one dogfish. Crazy. Where have they all gone? I know a lot of people don't like catching dogfish, but they say they're blank and I don't mind them if I'm completely honest with you. So Alley Cat, good evening. Thank you for joining, my friend. Guys, if you could please like and, well, actually, guys, could you please share? That's the one thing I would ask tonight. I know I don't usually ask, but when I checked last, I was 66 subscribers away from 500, and I have a massive box of goodies to give away, which is sitting on my desk. Now, in a couple of weeks, I start college again, and I need my desk cleared. So please do share if you can, and hopefully we might pick up a couple of new subscribers, and we can do the 500 sub giveaway, and hopefully somebody will win, well, somebody will win a good box of goodies. Where's these sparks in the chat? You bang on, Sparks. We are fishing Wheel Cove. We are fishing Wheel Cove. Oh, thank you very much, Autistic Angler. Thank you, buddy. I'll sugar what we've done. Ah, come off it. Oh, you idiot. Right. Let's see. I can figure out what I'm doing. See guys, one of the things is not just about reading, it's about putting my thumb onto the bit where I need to press, because I can see sometimes where I need to put my thumb, but then I can't see my thumb to tap on the screen. So okay. Carl Page, good evening. Thank you for joining. Right, I am going to wind in and check my bait.
Do you want a crab bait?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so, Ed. Wait, what are you thinking?
Somebody's just asked a question in Plymouth Angler.
Someone's asked a question in Plymouth Angler,
Yeah.
which is...
Anyone know of any good ray marks? Somebody else has said anywhere on the Tamar for a mark or crab or prawn. We haven't got prawn.
But we do have crab.
We do have crab.
I'll tell you what, Ed. Because you're the main man.
I'm not making that promise. Somebody else.
Because you're the main man that's now promising me a £35 conger and a fawn back ray on a crab, I'm going to say yes please mate. So what bait have we got? Because I've brought mackerel with me.
We've got mackerel, herring, sardine, we've got lug, rag, squid, peeler crab.
Do you know
If I
what?
can wingle one out in a minute, whiting.
Awesome. Let's go for a crab then. Let's wind in and see how we rock and roll. Is that your smelly stick here, Ed? Right, let me go in.
Right.
I'll go in. Huh?
Right.
Why is there a box? Whose box is it?
Yeah, fish on.
Ed, will you too?
Alright. Do we need club?
Do you have more luck? Yeah, not more. You got the tip?
From the little one.
You got it? Let's do some slack. Awesome. Snap?
I don't know. Still with your lead, there's a bit of weight there. Well, I think your lead is still.
Cheers, mate. Alright, you done. I'll tell you what. That's actually a really nice. That reel on this rod is actually really nice. Really nice. My first ever Ziplex, and that is nice. That's what I'm trying to say. Is this nice? I've said it about 3-4 times.
Doesn't work every time, but
Can't wait for the boat to be finished and come trundling down. Well, it's a good river boat.
yeah.
Really good river boat, what everybody's telling me. So it'd be nice to bring it down here. Especially in the winter.
Yeah.
When you come and see it, there's a massive bench and you can pick your stove. And then there's a few people involved. But no, she's yeah, she's lovely. She's lovely. Untouched bait there.
I'll take it off and I'll make you a crab bait.
That's what I said Steph to make sure I wasn't going to throw it out. Ed's said crab. Ed said put a crab bait on, Wayne, and you'll get a ray. I promise. Don't know. Right, I'm just going to swing it around to Ed here. Oh, you got it? What do you think of the rod? It's nice, isn't it? My problem now is I've got too many nice rods.
I'll have one.
I don't have that many nice rods.
I'll take one off your hands.
Sparks, if you're in the chat, mate, I was down at the boat on Friday, so should hopefully be down there again on well, Tuesday possibly. But I'll give you guys an update on her in a bit.
Nice.
Ed, with the ray bait, is it better to whack it a bit harder or?
You can put it out there a bit further, mate.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna hurt.
I suppose if you two are fishing for congers and I go for ray, there's also a chance of bass on the crab as well.
Yeah. Right, there you go, mate. I'll
No, that's right.
next time we get a good break in the weather
Yes, mate.
and we get a couple of good hot days,
Yeah.
the tide's about 7 o'clock in the evening.
We'll have to go and fish a good bass spot. Well, I'm up for that.
I had a 6-pounder.
Did you? But I was talking to Matt the other day.
So the other side of the bridge.
You know you can be heard there. That mic, if you're going to give out a secret mark.
It says Samsung.
It said Samsung. Yeah, that's definitely coming out on that.
That doesn't necessarily mean it's the right mark. Anyway, it's a nursery area, every half is going to go back.
Is that true if it's on the shore though? I thought it was only from the boat. And right. Let's see how she goes. I'm not going to power it because if I fluff it, I ain't got nowhere to walk to. But I'm going to give it a bit of a. catch that fence behind me, am I?
Come to the left a little bit.
Back here?
Yeah, I'll be right. Just take your box.
I have. I got some snickers over. I got like no
I'm not going to put one of your figures on my box because you know when you put one of mine on yours. You said you're fishing small.
In all fairness, mate, kind of has.
I definitely need to get a light for the proper engineering thing. You okay?
You must have been absolutely soaked last night.
Hey, me?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I wasn't too bad.
I was. My feet were sopping wet. Because I had my walking boots on instead of my chest face. So,
No, I wasn't too bad to tell the truth.
we had to fish it properly in the winter.
Yeah.
I've been down there doing a bit of spinning. In the winter with a little white in here.
That's better. This is all new. It's great.
All the change, yeah.
It does get busy down here though on this mark, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does get busy.
I mean, that's like the floating pontoon at Salt Ash, though, you know. It used to be.
Yes.
Big
What am I
stuff-
standing on
stuff
here?
over it.
Yeah.
Oh, right, sorry. Excuse me. I'm just coming back here. I might grab the head torch just in case it. What? Am I miles away from my box?
It's like walking a dog over. Stay.
Yeah, Salt Ash floating pontoon, you know, it's when we used to be able to fish that, as soon as somebody saw the first Tim Whiting get caught down there, you wouldn't be able to move on there.
No.
And it'd just be people fishing bait and tappers. Don't get me wrong, you know, they did really well. I caught my first ever fawny there.
Oh, stop going on about blimmin' Thornback Ray. Nobody cares. I do. I'd love to get one.
And I caught my first ever dab there as well.
Did you?
Yeah,
Crikey, because that's fast, isn't it, there?
yeah.
Really fast.
But that's the whole reason the thornies will follow up the dabs,
Yes.
because they're leading.
That's where, it was just on... Did I even about it?
No. Or if you did, I didn't.
That's where, I went fishing in a boat, on December.
Yeah.
In December, beginning of December. And I was out with James and Luke. And Luke put on a live bait and caught a £6 bass.
That's alright.
But because of the bass ban,
Had to go back.
I had to go straight back. But still, it was nice to
No, it's still, it's, you know,
it's nice to see a fish like that of that
most of
quality.
my bass fishing is catch and release. And
Yeah.
it doesn't stop me from wanting to catch them.
No, me neither. To be fair, I think if I caught a big bass anyway, it would be going back. It's just the joy of catching one.
Yeah.